Hi everybody, it's Nikki. I wanted to do a quick video this morning to talk a little bit about the potential with Damsel in Defense and also talk to you guys a little bit about recruiting. I did one of our Stunning Start calls last night, and I have been hearing from some of you guys that you all are ready to take your business to the next level and ready to start recruiting, but you're not really sure exactly how to do that. And I don't want people to get overwhelmed, so I want to try to make this as easily explained as possible so that you guys can get the most out of this video. So I decided to go ahead and post something for you. Obviously, I am at home in my living room. One of the great things about this business is that if you're able to get the most out of it as far as your booking your shows and your recruiting, you really can make this business what you want. And who doesn't hate 9 o'clock in the morning doing a webcam video to you guys in my pajamas, drinking a cup of coffee, hanging on the couch with my 2 dogs. I want everybody to be able to have that. Experience. It's really just something that's fantastic, and it's totally doable with Damsel in Defense. One thing I want to talk about first is really the potential that we all have. I know that I talk a lot about that, how we really do have the opportunity to make this what we want, but I can't stress to you guys enough how lucky we are to be in the position that we are in. We don't have any other competition in this home party market. We do not have to compete with 4 or 5 other companies that are like us. We are very unique, and our product is more of a need than a want. People have the need to feel safe, and we offer a product at an affordable price that allows them to have some peace of mind. And the potential that we can get, each of us, with this company is just huge. It's just that we have to figure out a way to coordinate it so that it works for us. And I want to talk a little bit about the income potential with Damsel. Our average party for a Damsel in Defense party is a $400 show. And what that means to you is when you're at a 30% commission level, which means when you have reached your pro level, meaning that you've done $1,000 in career volume, you promote from 25% up to 30%. So a $400 party means a $120 commission to you, which is a fantastic commission, especially considering that your parties should normally run about 2 hours. You are not spending a ton of time at these shows, and that's something that I can definitely help you with if you're feeling like maybe you're struggling in that. Hostess coaching, it kind of gets back to all that type of talk there. But if you were to do 1 party a month, a $400 party, that would get you a $120 commission. If you were to do 2 shows a month at $400 each, that would give you a $240 commission. 4 parties a month, so that would be 1 a week, and that's what most people sign up when you ask them, when they come onto the business. How many parties do you think you'd like to do? Most people say 1 a week. If they really stick to that and have a $400 party a week, that's a $480 commission at the end of the month. And then if you have somebody who wants to take it to the next level and say, hey, I want to do 2 shows a week, that would be 8 a month. That's a $960 commission, which is huge. That's a lot of money. That is almost a mortgage for some people. It certainly is all of the utilities I know for at least my family, and all of those types of bills as well, groceries. So even if you're considering, hey, I'm gonna do 8. I'm gonna make a goal. I'm gonna do 8 parties a month. That works out to 2 parties a week. Well, if you're doing only 2 hours for each party at 8 a month, you've only just spent 16 hours working for a $960 commission. And that actually works out to $60 an hour. I don't know any job that you can go work for 16 hours and make $60 an hour, not unless you have some sort of a professional degree. I certainly don't know any job that you can just walk into like a Macy's or any type of retail that's going to let you work 16 hours and you're going to make $60 an hour. So harness that potential and carry that through as you're considering how you're going to be setting your goals. Another thing as well, on top of all of that potential that I just talked about for your own income, if you decide that you want to build a business and you're going to share the opportunity with others, you're going to be making even more money. And why wouldn't you want to share the opportunity with others? Somebody has shared this opportunity with you and you found out about it some way, and obviously you feel very passionate about it. So I highly recommend sharing the opportunity with others, and I can guarantee you that if you're doing 8 parties a month, you're going to have people that approach you about wanting to become a rep themselves. One thing that I want to talk to you guys about is, again, going back to the potential, now jumping to more of the team building section or portion of potential. People sometimes get overwhelmed, and sometimes they'll compare themselves to others and say, wow, I need to get this many people to make it big because that's what this person is doing. And that's a big mistake that a lot of people make, and I know it's one that I've made. There are people in this company that have a larger team than I have, and sometimes it's hard to not want to compare myself to them, but I just need to remember that everybody starts somewhere, and you've got to start small. And for me, starting small and being able to build and see the big picture is good when it's broken into small pieces. So there is a formula out there called the Rule of 4, and I'm going to go ahead and explain what the Rule of 4 to you is. And the Rule of 4 is a recruiting, I gotta fix my paper here, is a team building formula. And the way it works is if you enroll 4 people, okay, so 4 people that you've personally brought onto the business, and each of those 4 people refer 4 people, okay, they've added 16 people to your team, okay? Now imagine if those 16 people each enroll 4 people, that has added another 64 people to your team. And that would be in your 3rd generation, okay? So if you imagine those 64 people, so the 64 people that are 3 below you, each enroll 4 people, they have added 256 people to your organization. Now you are getting paid on all of those people, and that brings your total organization to a total of 340 people. And that's amazing because all you did was enroll 4, and you enrolled 4 and then showed them how to make extra money by enrolling 4, and so on and so on and so on. Now if you get really ambitious and you decide to have those 256 people, show them how to enroll 4, you just grew your organization by another 1,024 people. That's amazing. There's just barely 3,000 people in the organization, the whole country, from Damsel in Defense alone. Could you imagine that if you use this formula to enroll 4 and the 4 and the 4 and the 4, you would have a third of what is actually a third of the amount of people that's actually in Damsel in Defense right now. It's mind-blowing. It just goes to show you that, you know, we really are at the beginning here, and if we all band together as a team to make the Rule of 4 work, there's no way that any of us can't be successful in this business. But start small. Start small. Make it a goal to enroll 4 people. Even if you've already enrolled 4 people, make it a goal to enroll 4 people, and that will help get you on the Damsel Locator. Now, the Locator is something that is offered by Damsel in Defense. It's a privilege that is earned through reaching a certain rank and title, and that rank is called mentor. And to be on the Locator and to be a mentor, you need to have every single month $500 in personal volume, so that's your personal sales through parties, events, or inventory that you place for yourself. That all counts in your 500 personal volume. You need to have referred just 1 person to the business, okay, that has done $150 in sales for that particular month. And then you also need 2,000 GV, which stands for group volume. So you and everybody below you. So if you have just referred one person to the business and they do $1,500 in sales and you do $500 in sales, boom, you're there. You're on the locator. If you've referred one person who referred one person and those two people together did $1,000 in sales and then you had a really great month and did $1,000 yourself, boom, you're on the locator. If you refer 4 people and they each do $250 in sales to make $1,000 and then you do $1,000, you're on the locator. So it's really important to try to get on that locator, especially as word gets out. People are going to be Google searching, looking for a damsel in defense in, I don't know, Florida. And if you're on that locator for your particular state, you're going to show up and you're going to be getting contact leads from that locator. Okay. So ideas to get your name out. So this is something that, you know, you're going to have to make this list, either write it down. We can go ahead and post it on the Facebook page. In fact, I did start a little question, like a poll type thing that people can answer on to. So ideas to get your name out. This is a list of ideas. Number 1 is to sign up for some vendor events. Get online, do some Google searching to try to see if there are any vendor events in your area, especially this time of the year with the holiday season coming up. There's a lot of vendor events, craft fairs. Oftentimes the tables are very cheap, you know, maybe $20, $30. Sometimes it's a donation, sometimes it's something. But try to get signed up for some vendor events. That's how you can get some leads. Try out some local networking groups. Networking groups are fantastic because oftentimes they're free to attend and you usually get to talk about your business for about 60 seconds, maybe a minute and a half or something like that. And since we're so unique, people are very interested in what we do. Connect with a local realtor's office. This is a huge resource that I highly recommend that you try to tap, because realtors oftentimes are going into properties where they don't know where they are. They might be meeting another realtor there. They might be meeting clients that they've never met before, or even approaching a home that's been vacant for a while. So it's really important that they have something with them. Not to mention that our products come with a flashlight, and realtors carry flashlights anyway. So it's a double win for them. Reach out to your local Chamber of Commerce. Now, I know, at least in our area in the Northeast, we've got Chamber of Commerce. I'm assuming that they are everywhere, all over the whole country. So try to reach out to your Chamber of Commerce and see if you are able to present there for 1 month. Or if not, become a member. Oftentimes they're very cheap. It's a great referral source. Try to offer our products to your other friends in direct sales companies. So let's just say that you have a friend who sells another product, direct sales, and she's going out and doing these home parties. Well, oftentimes these women are leaving their parties, first of all, late at night. Second of all, with a handful of product. Third, they're carrying money on them because of all of the orders that they just collected from the party they just did. And they don't even know where they are. They're walking out to their car late at night, and they oftentimes don't have help. So they are, unfortunately, a very good target for somebody who is looking to attack someone, because all they really would have to do is run up to them and knock them down, and boom, they've got product and money and they're gone. If they decide to purchase a stun gun, let them know that it's something that they can use as a business write-off. It's kind of a win-win for them as well. Again, it has a flashlight on it. So I would definitely try to reach out to your friends in other direct sales companies. Try to put together a letter to mail to prospective business owners. Okay, our products make fantastic Christmas gifts, and this is the time of year where bosses are starting to think about Christmas and the holiday season. Most people usually get some sort of a gift from their boss, especially if they've been there for quite a while, in addition to their bonus. I know I always did when I worked at the dental assisting. I always got a gift, and this is a fantastic gift to offer to them. Another thing that you can do is maybe spicing it up a little bit with a little bit of a discount, because if they're going to be placing multiple orders and their orders are over $100, well, then that's considered a party. So if you are able to say, hey, if you want to purchase 4 of our Pack-a-Punch stun guns for your employees, that's our biggest seller, every 4 you get, you can get one at half price. And then once you get up to $200 in those orders, I can start giving you even more even more benefits there. So that will definitely help out as well. Some great business owners to reach out to are salon owners, people that own restaurants, people that work in doctor's offices, or if you, maybe your dentist or your doctor's office, who knows? I mean, they usually have people, clinicians that stay late and have to get in there early. So it's a fantastic gift for them for Christmas. Now, above all of those ideas to get your name out, you need to remember that parties will be your biggest referral golden nugget, okay? You could do as many vendor events as you want, but you will never get the amount of contacts you will in the referral system that you will from holding parties. And don't get me wrong, vendor events and all of these ideas that I gave you before are a fantastic way to get leads, but they're good ways to get leads for people that want to do the business and leads for people that want to host parties. Your parties are your golden nuggets. First of all, they're free. You don't have to pay to go to someone's house and do a show for them, besides maybe offering some free product or if you decide to play a game, but that's totally different. I have a formula that works really well, and I know that there's a couple of you that have asked, okay, this is fantastic. Well, how do I, when I'm at the parties, how do I get people to book shows, and how do I get people to decide to sign on to the business? You've got to ask questions, and this is how I do it. It's been very successful for me. I'm going to go ahead and share with you right now. So let's imagine that you are at a home party and you've just done your presentation, and you want to make sure that you're always going to have as many guests there as possible. A good number is 10. 10's a great number because you can go ahead and calculate how well your formula is working for you a little bit easier. So let's just say that you've done your presentation and you've got all of these customers now that are waiting to place an order. I do not recommend giving out the sales receipts. I recommend filling out the sales receipts for them. And the reason why I like to do this is because I can get a little bit of a one-on-one conversation with these people, and it's easier to ask these following questions that I'm going to come up with. The important thing to remember is that if you have 10 customers, okay, so these are 10 people that are going to be purchasing products from you. If you're asking them these questions, on average, 1 out of every 10 will decide to start a business, okay? So 1 out of every 10. So you imagine if you're reaching out to 100 people, if you have 100 customers, and you're asking each and every one of those 100 customers if they are interested in starting their own business, you're going to get 10 people, if not even maybe a couple more, because we're so brand new and people are very excited about our company. That's 10 people that you would add to your business, okay? So 1 out of every 10 will become a rep, and 2 out of every 10 will decide to host a party. So you imagine if you have 100 customers that you've asked these questions to that I'm going to go over in just a second here, 10 of them will decide to start their own business, and 20 of them will decide to host a party. Talk about filling up your calendar. If you can host 20 shows in 1 month, I'm telling you, you're going to be bringing in a pretty penny. You're probably going to be making more than you are at your current job. That's how you start earning that lifetime-changing income. That income that you'd hear about people leaving their current jobs to pursue direct sales, and they make a ton of money at it. That's exactly how they do this. So 1 will become a rep, 2 will decide to host a party, and then the other 8, you've already got them as a customer. They were going to be placing an order with you anyway. So how do I get these people to become a rep, and how do I get them to become hostesses? There's a way to do this. Now, I want you guys to grab a pen and paper if you haven't already. This is going to take some practice. If you want to do a little role playing with me, let me know. We can get on the phone and do this together. Now, what you're going to want to do is make sure that you have an area to help fill out their order form, to take their order for them, in kind of like a quiet, maybe a more private area from where the party is, because first of all, it's going to take the pressure off of you, and it's going to take the pressure off of the person that you're going to be asking, because they're not going to feel like they're put on the spot. And plus, I think that it's only, I don't know, I think that it's kind of rude to fill out an order form in front of the entire party. Not everybody needs to know what products people are purchasing, but anyway. Okay, so you've got your first customer. She wants to place an order. You have your sales receipt. You're sitting down with her, And before you even start to take her order, because you know she's going to be placing an order, okay, you want to start with the rep opportunity first. You want to give her your best opportunity first, okay? So that would be representative. The second one would be hostess. And then the third would be a customer, which you already know that this person's going to be placing an order anyway. So why would you start taking their order and stop there? Your question would go something like this. Sarah, it was so nice to meet you tonight at the party. I really enjoyed having you. And she would say, yeah, it was really great, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, she'd be talking about the product. And then something that you might be able to say is, when I went through my presentation, I talked about how I am looking to expand my business. Do you think that the Damsel opportunity might be something that you're interested in? And if she decides to say yes, well then that's fantastic. You just got yourself a new rep. If she decides to say no, then that's okay. You're not going to fall apart. You're still in one piece. An answer for that would be, okay, well, is that no, not now, or no, not ever? And she's going to give you an answer. If she says, you know what, not right now, but maybe in the springtime. Boom, that's fantastic. Do you mind if I go ahead and write down your information and I can give you a call in the spring? Okay. If she says no, she continues to say no, not ever, you bump it down to the hostess opportunity. Well, are you interested in do you think that maybe you might be interested in hosting a show? We've got some fantastic product. Obviously, your friend Ann is going to be earning some great rewards here for having everybody. If she says no, that's okay. Not a problem. You can go ahead and take her order like you were going to be doing anyway and consider her one of your 8 that will be a customer. The thing about asking these types of questions is that people don't like to say no twice. Okay, you'll find that. They don't like to say no 2 times, and if they decide to say no 2 times, then who cares? You got them as a customer. I can guarantee you, and I'm telling you this right now, if you ask people if they're interested in either hosting a show or becoming a representative, starting with the representative opportunity first because that's your best offer to them, I guarantee you that you will start seeing that your team is growing. And if your team isn't growing in that way, then you will definitely be booking parties, that's for sure. So I encourage you to all step out of the box a little bit. Don't be afraid to ask people. Remember, it takes a lot of no's to get to a yes. And just go ahead and be proud of yourself. Be proud of the choice that you've made to start your Damsel in Defense business. And feel free, offer it to every single person that you can think of. And remember the rule of 4. You want to get 4 to recruit 4 to recruit 4 to recruit 4. That's how you make the big money there, the life-changing income. So take what I said to you today. Go ahead, make sure you use it. Let me know these techniques that work for you. If you want to practice any type of role play with me as far as asking about the opportunity, then give me a call, shoot me an email, text, or whatever. Let me know. I'm definitely here for you. I can't wait to hear how these techniques work for you and see how successful you are. Have a good day, everybody.